to another edition of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs. My new best friend, Matt Neeley, man. How you doing?
Good.
Fun Face LLC.
Yes.
But I got to say this first, before I introduce you, formally and all that stuff,
Okay.
is that I looked at this magazine, and I'm like, really? Is there a narcotic officers magazine?
Yes.
Explain.
Okay, so I worked for a company, this one here in particularly, back in 2001. Got into it, called the Deputy Sheriff's Association.
Right.
I went to the military. I did 4 years. I got out. Tried a couple things. Then I went back to school, and I was like, well, I need a job. And I've always had this idea to do a narcotic officers magazine, because I never really had one. There wasn't really any programs or any associations out there to benefit narcotic officers, and they deal with, like, you know, the bad stuff. So I started this, didn't mean for it to go anywhere. One thing just led to another. Got out of school, stuck with it. Grew and grew and grew.
Is there a need for a magazine such as this? I mean, are there so many officers?
There is, because there's so much educational stuff that they're unaware of, even as law enforcement officers. They want to get this. You know, I get the requests all the time. Hey, can you send me more of this? Can you send me more of that? So they've also helped me build this, because I now give them what they want educational-wise. Not only that, but it benefits them by letting me buy them trauma kits that they can't afford, pay for training, death benefits, drug education through DARE, sponsoring those programs. So that's how I started. And then I stayed in contact with the company I used to work for. Now I do their magazine for them, and they also benefit sheriffs. And then my friend that I was in the military with, he started a nonprofit for veterans called Deep Sea Valkyries. So that's where this magazine came from.
This one right here.
Yeah, it's called
Into the Blue.
Into the Blue, Deep Sea Valkyries. And they take veterans on deep sea diving charters.
That is cool.
They just came back in July from the Bahamas. So basically I call businesses, get them to do a sponsorship, and that's how we're able to do these programs for these organizations.
That is really cool. Go ahead.
And doing all this, that's how I became Fun Phase LLC.
Right.
I was doing printing, publishing, graphic design, advertising, and I'm like, well, I'm going to start doing that now too.
Right. Well, you were doing that for these magazines anyway.
Yes.
You're putting together all these things and for this nonprofit and everything else. So you figured, hey, I might as well make it a business out of this thing.
Yes, and so I started this in March, the Fun Phase LLC. It's been a learning curve, had to readjust, restructure, brought in a marketing director, and he has over 20 years experience.
What's the hardest part so far?
I don't think any of it's hard. It's just putting in the work. Research is the key. I always say research is the key with anything you do, and discipline, and learning your competitor, learning what they're doing and how you can do it better. And because I was in the military, my strong point is professionalism, quality, customer service, and you don't get a lot of that, because I've tried to find that, because I needed that help and I couldn't find it here. So I was like, well, I'll just do it myself.
All the things that you mentioned is, maybe it could be reduced to, all right, if you promise that you're going to have something done by Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, then you must deliver it by on or before that time.
Yes.
And you will find that not everybody will deliver what they say they do.
Right.
Or they're going to do.
And a quality product.
And the quality,
yes.
Correct. Taylor, though, our videographer here, it's probably, were you in the military? You should have, or you would. I'm telling, because she is that type of person where, you know, when you're going to deliver something, you're going to deliver, it's there, so you can count on it.
Yes.
And that's the discipline that you're bringing in from the military, from your experience, to the business world. And you find that, yes, you have that ability to deliver, but maybe the other people that are around you, or maybe your vendors and everything else that you depend on sometimes to deliver your thing, are not doing so.
Right.
That's got to be the most frustrating thing, right?
Yes, it is. And then it's hard for people to understand or work with me, just because of my mindset, my attitude. I'm monotone. I don't show emotions too well, but
is that by design, or is that that's
just my character, I guess. Being in the military, I've had that structure as well. Just it's like, this is how it needs to be done. I don't take no for an answer. My philosophy is there's always a way. So if there's a roadblock, I'm going to find a way to get around it or get over it.
By the way, I gotta say, Funface LLC, because now you're doing fundraising, design, printing, and publishing.
Yes.
And the stuff that you do, it's very, very clean and well thought out.
Yes.
Your website is just right on. And some of the projects that you have, and kids do go to fundfacellc.com, and you will see, from a graphic artist perspective, it's clean. It's super, super, super well done.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I always look for.
I don't say that all the time, by the way.
Thank you. I
Believe
appreciate
me.
that.
I mean,
I appreciate
I don't
that.
say that gratuitously. I really mean it, because I took the. Just go to the site and you'll see what I'm talking about. Funfacellc.com. Very, very, very clean stuff.
So to me, it's always a work in progress. There's always going to be changes as as the years pass, the company grows, times changes. You have to keep up with that, and you have to keep changing. You have to keep doing your research. You keep learning, stay educated.
When you're looking at the competition, are you looking at the competition much like the enemy? I mean, you have to adapt to whatever the changes in the market, and you have to win at the end of the day. If you're bidding against 2 or 3 other people, you have to be able to deliver something that is going to be, the winning bid.
So my whole thing is with that is it doesn't matter to me as price as much. We're very competitive. To me, it's quality, professionalism, customer service. That's what we're going to bring you. I can give you a price all day long, but it doesn't mean the work's going to be as great.
Correct.
So, and I look at my competitors not as enemies. I learn off of them. So I think we all learn off each other and we work together.
It is interesting because there are 2 schools of thought. I mean, one would look at their competition. You want to crush the competition, right? I mean, you hear that say that all the time. You want to crush the competition, but at the same time, when you look at other people, your competitors, if you will. And if you're in an industry where education for all of us who are in this particular industry can benefit and can, when the tide rises, they say, lift all boats. Then when that happens, not only you become better, the competition gets better, and there's plenty of business for everybody.
There
at the
is.
End of the day, right?
There is. You just learn off each other, and a lot of businesses are willing to help others.
As a businessman now, I mean, the discipline that you learn in the military, being a businessman now, has to be kind of the most paramount, if you will, quality that you have nowadays.
Yeah, I'd say so, definitely. I've learned a lot. Being in the military, you're responsible for millions of dollars worth of stuff. You're given a task that you've never been given before, but you have to get it done.
Right.
And that's your job. That's what you signed up for.
You just have to get it done. There's
so
no
like this is my job. This is what I signed up for. So I'm going to do it the best that I can.
Going forward with your business and having learned what you learned since you started this business, where do you want to be?
One thing I've learned is over the years, I'm good at helping others, teaching others, leading others. As long as I can keep doing that, I'll continue to grow and be able to do more of that. Helping out these organizations. I go to Haiti as well, do mission trips there to help the kids there. I have to say one thing about that is they don't have anything, but they're the most happiest people I've been around.
Why do you think that is?
Because they just take care of each other. It's more of a family. They don't have all the materialistic things in their lives or the media to separate them or hold them back or pull them apart.
And they're the happiest people on earth.
They are. And I'm thankful for everything that I have, and I always stay positive, stay happy. Everybody has their ups and downs, but I always think it could be worse. Or how do I get out of this? How do I make it better?
It's cool what you said that you're about like this all the time, right?
Yeah.
But I think that you showed a lot of emotion just right now. Just talking about those kids, it's just, you really felt it, right?
Yeah.
That's really deep. You are, the way that I would describe what you do is you are about finding these little niches that are out there, right? I mean, here you have Narcotics Offers magazine, and then you have Into the Blue magazine, and so you have found a place for your business.
Yes.
You have found something where, because of your background, you feel very comfortable advertising and going into this business, which is truly, from an entrepreneurship point of view, that's really where it would be difficult for somebody like me, say that I have a graphic design company, go into this business, because I wouldn't understand it because I haven't lived it the way that you have lived it.
Right, right. And my life carries over into this because this is what I'm good at. This is what I do. I enjoy helping others, and that's what this is doing. Not only that, but I provide jobs for, the employees that I have. And I'm fortunate to have them because without them, I wouldn't have a company.
When one of your employees falls out of line a little bit, does your military kick in and your leadership qualities kick in and you go,
They do.
Soldier, come on, man.
They do, and sometimes I can be a little harsh on them, but then I have to come back and give them a hug, tell them it's okay. So, and they know that. They know that.
But they expect that from you, though.
Yeah.
Because of your background, so they're probably less inclined to make a deliberate mistake, and we all make mistakes.
Everybody
But
does.
a deliberate mistake where you were just not thinking, you were just not there,
Right. Right.
and they would go, "Sorry, dude, I didn't mean to do that."
Exactly.
I
Pretty
don't want
much.
to get
That's how it
into your
goes.
bad side.
Yeah, that's how it goes, and they know it. But and everybody has their has their issues or their problems. So
Right.
some places will oh, you didn't show up on time, you're fired. Well, no, everybody makes mistakes. He's a good person. They're good people. They come to work. They do their job. I'm not one of those other companies that's just going to be like, we'll find somebody else. We don't need you. I want people to stick with me. I want to help others. I want to make them succeed in their life.
That's cool. Matt Neeley, fundfacellc.com. You gotta see the website. It's just incredibly clean, crisp, very well done. You mentioned one word, and I'll sign off with this: discipline. Fair to say, discipline is the secret to everything. If you didn't have any discipline, you'd be all over the place.
Exactly. You have to have discipline no matter what you do.
New best friend, man. This is cool,
Thanks,
man.
thanks,
I
thanks.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Truly, and I'm going to say this one more time. Funface L. I never say the company's name or the .coms or the websites and everything else. I seldom do because people, they know you, they got to find you. But you got to go see this. Funfacellc.com is right there on the T-shirt.
Yes.
With that, we're out.